Hi guys, welcome to my live stream. Let's talk about fasting and the benefits of fasting. Let's talk about fasting. Guys, when you join in, give me a thumbs up. Guys, when you join in, give me a thumbs up. Welcome, whoever joined, welcome. Thank you for joining. Say something when you come in. Which one are you doing? Chrome? Use this one. Use this one. I want to use this and this. Welcome guys, welcome. Let's talk about fasting. Thank you guys for coming. When you come in, say something, give me a thumbs up. Today we are talking about fasting. Hi Mike Mungai, hi Nick Moinja. Welcome. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys, and thank you for joining. I need nini. Umeconnect lap nini yako? Keyboard yako? Umeconnectie? Sasa umeconnect mouse. I'm trying to operate and it's not operating. But it's connected. I need it on. Yes?
Did you forget about your chocolate that you bought?
No, I didn't.
The fellow. You forgot?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. I'm going back to watch the beach.
No, see the volume?
The volume is down.
Because of this. Change this. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for the thumbs up. See? Good. Where is the tablet?
It's the tablet. I'm waiting here.
No, I'm just doing it. This one Explorer haitakubali, ndio maana nataka utumie hii. See, you doesn't give me Mozilla and you give me Chrome. Welcome guys, let's talk about fasting. Do you do fasting the right way, guys? So I'm having my dinner today. I'm eating veggies. And I thought I should come and have a chat with you a little about fasting. We talk about the benefits of fasting for our body. When you come and give me a thumbs up and let me know you're there. Hi guys, thank you for joining. If you come in, let me know. Let me know you are there. Give me a thumbs up. Send in one more count. Hi guys, thank you for joining. Mwambie dadi. Nisema? Thank you guys for joining. Where is the tablet?
There.
Hi guys, thank you for joining. If you come in, let me know. Let's talk about fasting and the benefits of fasting. Let's talk about fasting, guys, and the benefits of fasting. As I have my dinner, today I'm having a late dinner, but I'm having veggies. I'm only having salad. As you can see, guys, it's almost done. All these are uncooked salad. I have kales, lettuce, purple cabbage, carrot, and some nuts and almonds. Almond flakes and nuts. Look at the number. Let's keep on gun. What is your phone number?
That's 97154938496.
And where did you get 93?
No, I'm saying
To get verification code, first confirm the phone number you added to your account, ending with 93. Yes. Hmm? Hmm?
do this. What's the
Mtoa ndiko.
Put back.
Kazi yako tu ni kuniharibia time yangu ya kuwatch. Hi guys, come let's talk about fasting. Stephanie? Stephanie? Steph? Tablet. Hi guys, welcome. When you come in, give me a thumbs up. Let me know when you come in. We're talking about fasting. Hi guys, come. Thank you for coming. Hello, Steffi Bistold. What are you doing? Wanataka tuweke hii. Sawa. Hello, Steffi Bistold. How are you? Yes. Why? You cannot use the other tabs here. You only need one tab. Only one tab and here one tab. If you need, you use this one. You sure? It's working on live stream that is not working. On live stream that is not working. Stephanie Bistold, give me my thumbs up, please. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up, Stephanie Bistold. Thank you for coming. Are you still there? Let's talk, let's talk. Let's talk, guys. Oh, Nick Monja, I was eating vegetables. By now, I'm done now. I'm callous. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys. Oh, thank you, Steffi Bistold. You're still there. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we are talking about fasting. I want us to talk about fasting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Today I want us to talk about fasting. Today we are talking about fasting, and we talk about the benefits of fasting and how you do your fasting, guys. And when you come in, guys, just give me 10 to 15 minutes of your time, so that at least I can have that watch hour. Thank you for the thumbs up, and thank you for joining. Thank you guys for joining, and thank you for the thumbs up. I see I only have 3 people who are watching. Thank you. Yes, Stephanie, what are you doing?
I just came here for no reason.
You came here for no reason.
Yeah, I'm listening to your live stream. Ow, my back hurts.
How are you today? Take this plate to the kitchen. Welcome, guys. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for joining. So I see I have 4 people who are watching. So guys, thank you for joining. Thank you guys for joining. If you come in, let me know. Yes. Okay, fine. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for the thumbs up. Let's talk about fasting and the benefits of fasting. When you come in, let me know. Let me know when you come in. Give me a thumbs up. Let's talk about the benefits of fasting. Let me know how you do your fasting, guys. Let me know how you do your fasting. I'm just here passing time as I wait for my time to go to bed. I'm here with my kids.
You look that you're sleepy.
She can go to bed if she's sleeping. So we are talking about fasting. The first benefit of fasting is promote blood sugar control by reducing insulin resistance. When you fast, you'll be able to control your blood sugar. It's going to promote your blood sugar, especially if you do intermittent fasting and alternate day fasting. This could help to decrease blood sugar levels and reduce insulin resistance, but may affect men and women differently. Fasting promotes better health by fighting inflammation. Those are some of the benefits of fasting. Guys, you may let me know, how often do you fast? How do you do it? Do you do day fasting or intermittent fasting. Which one? Intermittent fasting. Which one do you do, guys? I would like to know. And which work better for you? Let's talk about fasting, guys. What are the benefits of fasting? You can let me know when you come in. When you come in, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you are here. And say hello to me so that I can know you are here. Let's talk about fasting. Fasting is also good for cancer because whatever you are eating, you are either feeding we all have the cancerous cells in our body, and whenever we eat, we are either feeding our cancer cells or we are killing them. So by fasting, you are able to be able to let your body eat whatever is in your body, eat the fats that in your body, and hence it's going to help with there will be no build-ups in your colon system, in your system. So by the fasting, you're able to fight your cancerous cells. So it's good to do fasting because it's also helping people who have cancer by fighting the cancerous cells in our body. And I believe that's the only way we will be able to be fighting cancer, because nowadays it has become too much. It's killing a lot of young people, which is so sad. It's really sad to have young people dying because of cancer. It's really, really sad. I was so touched when Okoth died, and then when Bob died. I have lost my uncle and my aunt to cancer. It was so painful. My uncle died in December, and then my aunt died in January. So they followed each other. My uncle had the cancer of the liver, and my auntie had leukemia, and hers was so fast because it was just discovered in December, and then by in November, and by January she was gone. And then I had these high hopes that, knowing that I was following Janet Kanini Ikwa, and that I usually followed her on Instagram. I followed her story, and when I was told my aunt is sick, and being in Dubai, I said, oh, my aunt will be well, because I have followed about Janet Kanini Ikwa and she's well. All of a sudden, Janet Kanini Ikwa is done, collapsed, and then that crushed me. I was like, what? This? And we had hopes that she was well and healed, and then you hear that you get phone calls from Kenya and you're told your aunt has cancer. It really crushed me, and I felt so bad. I had so high hopes that she would get well, only for us to lose her. It's so sad losing two people in a family with cancer. It's so sad. So we can do more by it's actually not about eating. It's I don't know what we will say. It's about this cancer. I don't know how we will describe it. I don't know how to say. Lack of word, but they're saying, I have an article here I want to read about cancer. Sorry for that, guys. I have a noisy phone here. I don't know where the name are coming from. So I want to read for you guys this article here. It's from HealthNag. I'm going to read. When you are fasting, your body is forced to switch to internal eating in order to create energy. it always starts first with burning extra fat and uses it as fuel, but that also where most toxins are stored, so they enter the bloodstream and then are eliminated successfully. What's ringing this phone? Our biosystem is extremely... What is ringing in this one? Switch off the AC, Stephanie, it's cold. Our biosystem is extremely intelligent. During this time, the immune system performs spring cleaning. It identifies bad cell and precancerous cells and consumes it as its fuel. By fasting, you destroy them basically. We all have precancerous cells. That's why our diet and lifestyle dictate whether we are feeding them or keeping them under control. The immunity does not touch good health cells during fasting. So by fasting, you're not touching your good health cells. You're just it's like you are, by whatever you're eating, it's either your diet is feeding them or it's killing them. Because when you're fasting, our biosystem is extremely intelligent during fasting. And when you're fasting, this is the time your immune system performs spring cleaning and identify bad cells and precancerous cells, and it consumes it as fuel, destroy them basically. The other point, they're saying we all have precancerous cells. That's why our diet and lifestyle dictate whether we are feeding them or keeping them under control. So it's through whatever we are eating that is determining that whether we are feeding our cancer or we are controlling them. Hi Itna, how are you? Hey, long time no see. How are you? Therefore, only through fasting you can get the deepest cellular regeneration and organs repair. So through fasting you are getting the deepest cellular regeneration and organ repair. When you fast, your organs are repaired and your cellular are regenerated. So however, this process only officially kicks off after 3 days. Until then, it will not switch into internal fasting. It is still very beneficial, but to cure a particular issue, you need more time. The longer the fasting, the deeper the healing. So the longer you fast, the deeper. And when you start fasting, they're saying the health nag, they're saying when you start fasting, that's when you don't, the process does not work for the first 3 days. So after 3 days, that's when the fasting process will start working in your body. So you have to fast for more than 3 days. You have to keep on practicing fasting for a longer time, because by fasting, as they are saying, you're either feeding your cancerous cells or you're either destroying them. So it's up to you to know about how you will go about the fasting process. So the next point, the longer the fast, the deeper the healing. So the longer you fast, the deeper you are healing your body. So it's because by fasting you are regenerating your cellular cells, and then you are repairing your internal organs. So it's up to you to decide if you want to fast and repair your internal organ and regenerate your cellular. So we go to the next point. You need water to help your body to repair and function. Otherwise, it's a physical stress, and more than 5 days you need to be under supervision. So when you're fasting, you need to be drinking water. These are according to Health Nag. That's what they're saying. How you exit your fast is also highly important. It determines whether your fast was a benefit or actually a damage. So when you're fasting, before you start doing a fasting, you need to do a research on how to start your fasting and how to end your fasting. So fasting is a process that requires you first do a research to know how to do your fasting and how to end your fasting, because this one will determine whether you are damaging your body or you are benefiting it. Something that happens often during during fasting, that's not the fast I'm talking about. I'm talking about during iftar. Sorry for that. That's not the fasting I'm talking about. I'm talking about the therapeutical medical fast that can cure it all, but only if you're doing the right fasting. So harsh fasting, they're saying it's about how you fast and how you end the fast. So when you are fasting, we also have to know how we are fasting, how we are starting the fasting, and how we are ending the fasting. It's actually going to help us to know if we are benefiting or we are doing damage to our body. So before you start fasting, it's good to do research and know how you're supposed to start your fasting and how you're supposed to end the fasting. So guys, share with me your experience, how you do your fasting. I was just reading an article from Health Nut, and I thought we should have a chit chat about fasting. So guys, Auntie Tina, Stephanie Bistol says hi to you. Where are you? Are you still here, Tina? Or you are gone? So guys, let's talk about fasting, the benefits of fasting, how you do your fasting. As the article that I was reading is saying, it's about how you start your fasting and how you end your fasting that will determine whether you are helping your body or you are doing a damage to your body. So guys, let's talk about fasting. How you do your fasting, how do you start your fasting, how do you end it, because we have seen it has a process. We need to follow that process. The benefits of fasting may enhance heart health by improving blood pressure. By fasting may boost brain function and prevent neurodegenerative disorder. So fasting has a lot of benefits. When you fast, fasting aids weight loss by limiting calorie intake and boosting metabolism. So when you fast, you're going to boost your metabolism and you're going to limit your calorie intake. Fasting increases growth hormone selection, which is vital for growth, metabolism, weight loss, and muscle strength. So as you can see, fasting has a lot of benefits. And guys, I want you to share with me. Fasting delays aging. Those are some of the benefits of fasting. It delays aging and extend longevity. Oh my goodness, they're using very difficult English here. By fasting may aid in cancer prevention and increase the effectiveness of chemotherapy. So guys, let me know how you do your fasting and types of fasting. Now here, I'll read some few common types of fasting. There is water fasting. Water fasting involves drinking only water for a set amount of time. That is the number one fasting, water fasting. The second fasting is juice fasting. It entails only drinking vegetable or fruit juice for a certain period. Intermittent fasting. Intake is partially or completely restricted for a few hours up to few days at a time, and the normal diet is resumed on other days. Intermittent fasting. Then we have partial fasting. Certain food or drinks such as processed food, animal products, or caffeine are eliminated from the diet for a set of periods. So, calorie restrictions are restricted for a few days or week. Within these categories, there are also more specific types of fasting. So it's up to you to decide which fasting is good for you. We have water fasting, we have juice fasting, we have intermittent fasting, we have partial fasting, calorie restriction. Actually, for me, I usually go for intermittent fasting for the weight loss. That one is much better for if you want to lose weight. You can also do the partial fasting, where I also do that because I avoid drinking processed food, animal products, or caffeine. You eliminate them from your diet. I usually eliminate them from my diet. Now we have the safeties and the side effects of fasting. Despite the long list of possible health benefits associated with fasting, it may not be right for everyone. Not everyone is eligible for fasting, so it might not be right for everyone. If you suffer from diabetes or low blood sugar, fasting can lead to spike and crash in your blood sugar level, which could be dangerous. So it's not good. It's not advisable to fast when you have diabetes. So guys, let's talk about fasting. Talk to me, guys. Let me know how you do your fasting. Let us talk about fasting. You may let me know about fasting. Intermittent fasting. Let's talk about intermittent fasting. IF is an eating pattern that cycles between periods of fasting and eating. It doesn't specifically which food you should eat, but rather when you should eat them. In this respect, it's not a diet in the conventional sense, but more accurate described as eating pattern. So IF is an eating pattern. The common methods that involve daily IF, you can fast for 16 hours or for 24 hours twice per week. You only need to do IF. IF is mostly associated with losing weight, so you can either do it for 18 hours or 24 hours depending on how you like it. You only need to do it for 2 days in a week. So in a month you'll need to do it 8 days. So, and you'll be able to go and lose weight, which will be beneficial to you, especially if you are looking towards losing weight. IF is good for you. Yes, Stephanie is here.
Can I have
No, it's already at night. Thank you guys for joining. Give me a thumbs up when you come in. Guys, welcome. Let me know the kind of fasting that you do and how often do you do your fasting. We have IF fasting, which involve you can fast for 18, for 16 or 24 hours depending on how you like it, and then you can fast for 2 days in a week. So it's all up to you to feel if which one is okay with you. You can either do the 24 hours or you can do the 16 hours. And it's also good to know when we are fasting, because sometimes it depends on how you begin your fasting and how you end your fasting. By beginning your fasting, you need to know, and how you end, that's how it determines whether you are building yourself or you're destroying yourself by fasting. So it's very important to know how you start your fasting and how you end your fasting. Do research, do more research about fasting, of how you will do your fasting and how you are supposed to end your fasting. For those who are looking towards losing weight, they can do the partial fasting, they can do the IF fasting, and they can also do the calorie fasting. You what do you call this? You keep away eating calories if you're looking towards eating, if you're looking towards losing weight. So guys, talk to me and let me know what you and how you do about fasting.
Can they go make waves?
No, I didn't. Go get her. So I'm here with my daughter. Hi, Lakola K059. Hope I read your name well. Welcome. I'm fine. How are you? How are you, Lakay? I'm doing fine. Today I'm talking about fasting. Please give me a thumbs up. Lakay, I'm fine. How are you doing? I'm eating some grapes here my daughter brought for me. She doesn't know it's already late to be eating. And we are talking about fasting. As in, I'm talking about fasting and I'm eating. Like for real. Let's talk about fasting. How do you do your fasting, Lakay? Are you still here with your van, Lakay?
Hello.
Hello.
My whole bunch of coins.
No, these are too much. You cannot even finish them. What, Stephanie? That is too much. Don't eat all this. Too much of something is poisonous. And then namwambia auntie oshe anazitoa hivi, anaziosha hivi kama amezitoa. Hivi zitang'ara. I'm here with my daughter. She wants to eat a whole bunch of grapes, and there are so many. And she will be going to bed. She doesn't know if they will harm her. Take this to the kitchen and put them back. Thank you guys for coming. Give me a thumbs up when you come in. Let's talk about fasting. Let me know how you do your fasting and which type of fasting do you do. Sometimes I do IF and sometimes I do the partial fasting, and then sometimes I do calorie fasting where I'll constrain myself from taking calories. I'll fast from taking calories. Sometimes I do IF, especially when I have eaten and added weight. I mostly do IF fasting. So guys, talk to me, let me know what kind of fasting do you do and how often do you do your fasting. My daughter wants to be seen in this live stream, so she's trying all means to be seen. And she has her pajama on. So guys, today we are talking about fasting. When you come in, let me know. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Give me a thumbs up when you come in. Thank you guys for joining. Guys, let me know how you do your fasting. Lucky, are you still here? No. Lucky, are you still here? Let me know if you are here. When you join in, give me a thumbs up, please. Let's talk about fasting. How do you do your fasting? How often do you fast? Because fasting has a lot of benefits, especially health benefits, but still, it still has some side effects. How often do you do your fasting? Talk to me, guys. When you join in, just give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're there. 2 times in a month. Thank you, Snake Mikey. You do twice in a month. That is awesome. I'm here with my daughter. She brought grapes. We have already eaten dinner because it's already... We have 23 minutes to go to bed. Is it 23, 28? Then we will go to bed. So guys, when you join in, let me talk to me, let me know how you do your fasting. How has it helped you? Because fasting have spiritual benefits, and it also have health benefit, because it will help to lower your calorie intake. It's going to help in the regeneration of new cellulars. It's also going to help in the repair of your body, because when you're fasting, your body will be eating the stored fat, so you'll also be losing weight when you're fasting. So guys, those are some few benefits of fasting. They're also saying, I read an article from Health Nut. They're also saying by fasting, you're either by fasting and whatever you're eating, you're either feeding your cancerous cells, because we all have cancerous cells. By having cancerous cells, by whatever diet you're having, you're either feeding them or destroying them. So by fasting, they are saying when you fast, you are able to help to destroy the cancerous cells in your body, because when you fast, the body is going to your body will be using the stored fat in your body, and then it's going to repair it internally, and it's going to regenerate new cells. So your body will be using the stored fat which will be fueling your body. So it's very beneficial to be fasting, especially now that we have this disease called cancer. I don't know where it's coming from. It's killing so many young people, which is so bad. When we see young people, when we are losing so young people to cancer, it's so painful. It's so painful. I wish there was a way we could do away with this cancer. But I think by fasting, when we fast, we pray. And then we have that connection with our God. We will have time to tell him to take away, because he's the God of impossible. He's the one who turns the impossible to be possible. He'll be able to, when we fast, you see, when you're fasting, you have the body benefit, and then you have the spiritual benefit that you'll be gaining from fasting. So when you fast, so when you fast, your body is able to use the stored fat in your body, and therefore identifying the bad fats and the good fats, the good bad nutrients and the good nutrients in your body, and will be working with what is good for you. So by fasting, we'll be having that connection with God, and we'll be able to talk to him into what do I call this? Into deeper. We'll be able to be deeper into our faith. It's also, by fasting, it's also going to increase our faith. So it's very important to be fasting. By fasting, you're also able to lose weight. So fasting has a lot of benefits to our body. So it's good to be fasting and doing the best fast. But before you do fasting, you need to do a research to know whether the way you start your fasting and the way you end your fasting, you are either helping your body or you're destroying your body. So it's good to know how you fast, how you start your fast, and how you end your fast. Guys, let me know we have very many different types of fasting. Let me know the type of fasting that you do. As for me, I do IF fasting. I can also do partial fasting, where I'll abstain from certain foods that I'll not be eating certain foods. So guys, let me know the kind of fasting that you do. Talk to me, guys, and let me know the kind of fasting you do. I don't know what is going on. What notifications are coming into my phone? There's so many. They're super mini. So guys, as you hear, fasting has benefits but you can either be benefiting your body by fasting, or you can either be messing up your body when you're fasting. So you should do research and know how to be fasting before you start fasting. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you. I really appreciate your support. Let me know the kind of fasting that you do, because there are so many types of fasting. Let me know, guys, the one that you do. I'd like to know the kind of fasting, guys, that you do. There are different types of fasting. Okay, see you. You're going to bed?
No.
You're done? You're full? I told you you're eating too much. I take the plate to the kitchen. Oh my goodness. One of the grape fell. Guys, talk to me. Let me know the kind of fasting that you do. And how often do you fast? Benefits of IF fasting. It's going to help with weight loss, especially your belly fat. So when you fast, you're going to lose your belly fat. It's going to help in inflammation, as inflammation is cause of many chronic diseases. IF fasting may prevent cancer. IF fasting increase the brain hormone, and IF fasting can extend lifespan. But they're saying IF fasting is more important to men than to women, because in women it's going to mess up our cycle, and it's also going to do what? One more thing. Let me see. One more thing. Let me check for you guys. One more thing. So guys, join me, let me know the kind of fasting that you do, guys, and how you have benefited from fasting, because you have to have benefits from fasting. When you fast, you're going to have more benefits by fasting, as we read some of the benefits. Yes, you want to go to the what? Yes, I knew you had it. I knew it very well. Throw this one like dustbin. I knew very well you had it. So guys, talk to me. Let me know the kind of fasting you do. I'm just preparing my hair to go to bed now. You're almost going to bed. So I see I have 18 minutes to go to bed. I go to bed at 10. So guys, if you come in, let me know you are there. Just give me a thumbs up. Let me know you are there. I think I even have very few minutes to go. Let's talk about fasting. How do you do your fasting, guys? And how often do you do your fasting? And which kind of fasting do you do? Because there are various types of fasting. And guys, you're not talking to me. I don't want you to talk to me, guys. I see I have 5 people who are watching, and they're not talking to me. They're not telling me what kind of fasting they do. Let me know the kind of fasting, guys, you do. Because fasting is a natural healer. Fasting is a natural healer, but only if you are doing it right. So you need to do fasting the right way. So before you start doing fasting, you need to do your research and know if you're doing your fasting the right way. I didn't know there was a right way to do fasting until today. So guys, let's talk about fasting and doing it the right way. I don't know how we do it the right way. I'll also be doing the research about doing fasting the right way. Maybe I've been doing the wrong way and I'm been saying that I've been doing fasting. So before you indulge yourself into fasting, you need to do a research and know if you're doing research if you're doing fasting the right way, because it's very important to know how you start your fasting and how you end your fasting. And when you're fasting, the fasting start working on your body after the third day. So if you fast for 3 days and then you are done. So thank you, welcome back. Thank you, welcome back, grandson. We are still here. We are still talking about fasting, about if we do the right way. And I heard fasting will help with this disease called cancer that is killing a lot of people. I don't know what we will do about it. It's really sad to be losing young people like Okoth, who was just 41 years to cancer. It was so painful. I also lost my aunt who was 42. She was super young to cancer. She had leukemia. I also lost my uncle. He was 50 something. He was still young. It's very sad to lose young people to cancer. So, but only God can take us from this disease, because sometimes they are saying it's what we are eating, and sometimes we are very careful with whatever we are eating. Sometimes they say people who are eating processed food are the one who get cancer, but it's not all about those things. It's not all about those things, because there are some people in Ushago who don't have access to processed food. There are some people who don't even eat processed food, but they're still dying of cancer. Only God will intervene for us. That's why we need to do more fasting and praying. Not more fasting because of weight loss. We need to do more fasting and praying so that we'll be able to talk to our God and He will intervene for us because of this disease called cancer. It's really sad to be losing young people to cancer. It's really sad. It's really sad and hurting. Otherwise, cancer is going to finish all our people. And the worst thing, it's an artificial disease. It's not a God-sent disease. I heard they made it. They are making this disease, which is so bad. I don't understand why someone could just sit down with their mind that God has given them and just make a disease to be killing God people. Like really, they just sit down and make a disease to be killing God's people. Like seriously. And God is the one who have given them all that wisdom and knowledge, and they are making a disease. Surely, can they make something that will help us other than making a disease that will kill us? It's really sad. It's really sad. Super, super sad. I wish I had my own power of a thing I can do about this cancer. But I know the only thing that I can do, I can call upon the Lord, and I know He can answer me and will come to our rescue, because He's the only one who can come to our rescue. We can do everything, but if He doesn't just speak that one word, we'll be doing nothing. But we really look forward to fasting and praying and telling God to do something to our life, to speak that one word that turns the impossible to be possible, because He's the God who turns the impossible to be possible. And people sometimes ask, how can He turn the impossible to be possible? It's through filling us with His Holy Spirit and making us realize that He's the God who says, and He has the final say. He's the one who can decide if this disease and those people who are making it, and He can make it to disappear, and people who are making it will not be able to make it. So he's the only one who will intervene for us and do away with this animal called cancer, because it's really hurting, it's really painful to be losing people to cancer, to be losing people to a disease that you don't know what mistake you did to have this disease. You don't know what you can do to remove this disease. You don't know how I don't know what to say. I wish they could even make a medicine to control it. Not really to, like the way they did for AIDS, to have a medicine like that one for AIDS that will help people. Yes, you can live with it, but you're still living. But this cancer, it's really so much painful. It's always, when you have a cancer and people start saying you go for chemotherapy is really painful. Some people say it's painful. It's a worse experience for those who have gone through it. But we really need God to intervene for us. We really need to pray and fast and do the right thing and treat people the right way. Because sometimes we are also treating people because we are just greedy. We only care about ourselves. We care about no one else. We are so greedy and we are so into our self-centered things, and we forget about people. Like the other day, they're selling meat in supermarket that have chemical. Like seriously, you're making people through God's people by poisoning them. Is it really fair? Is that money you're making worth it? You'll be making a lot of money and saying you have a lot of money, but at the end you'll also use that money to also treat yourself to cancer or treat yourself to another disease. You will maybe having a lot of money through this. Hi Zippy Brown, welcome. You may be having a lot of money. I'm talking about fasting, Zippy, and I was talking about the benefits of fasting. One, they're saying when you fast, you will be able to destroy your cancerous cells, because they're saying we all have cancerous cells in our body. And then I involved myself to talking about this disease called cancer that is killing a lot of young people. So I'm just feeling sad, but because this disease it's really killing our people, which is so bad. And the worst thing, it's killing young people. I lost my aunt who was 40 something. I'm not sure about the age, but she was 40 something to cancer. I lost an uncle who was 50 something to cancer. So when I hear about cancer, it makes me feel scared. When I hear someone has cancer, yeah, they're saying that when whatever we are eating with our diet, we are either feeding our cancerous cells or we are either killing them. And they're saying by fasting, when you fast, your body will start eating the stored fat in your body, and then with that, it's going to help to regenerate new cells, and it's also going to repair your body. So they're saying it's I read it from Health Nag. They're saying if you fast, you're able to help either to damage your whatever diet you're eating, and fasting, you're also going to, it's either going to help you kill or to destroy or have your cancerous cells. So I was just thinking about cancer, and I was like, this disease is going to finish our people. It's really painful to have experience with someone who has cancer. They always say they don't have pain. Yeah, it's very informative. We really need to do research and know. We really need to be cautious about this disease, because it's getting to someone, and just like that, within no time they are dead. Within no time, even if you have tried, and it's taking almost every money, every single cent that person has for his family, trying to treat it, and at the end they are all dying. Like really, if there's something that can be done, I'll be in the forefront to make sure it's done, because having lost an auntie and an uncle through cancer, it's really painful. Especially my aunt, she only got sick for 2 months, and after 2 months you are told she's done, and that was it. She just got sick for 2 months and that was it, and she died. And you're like, what? And then I had very high hopes. I knew when I was told your aunt has cancer, I knew, because of the way I followed Janet Kanini Ikwa story. I really followed Janet Kanini Ikwa. Her story from day in to day out. I was always on Janet Kanini Ikwa Instagram, following her. You would have said I knew her at personal level, but I didn't know her. I used to follow her story. It really used to touch me. But when she died, I was so heartbroken. I felt so bad. I wished there was something that I could have done, but I could have done nothing. So when I was told my aunt who had cancer, I was like, she will also live like Janet Kanini Ikwa. She stayed for a few years when she had cancer, and I knew by the time I will be coming to Kenya, because I had left Kenya from burying my uncle who had cancer, and then I landed to Dubai, and after a few days I'm told, by that time my aunt was sick, but I didn't go to see her. But by that time she was not having cancer. They didn't say she had cancer, so I was told she's only having a headache. And that was it. So in my mind I knew, because my aunt used to go to the hospital, I knew she would be fine. When I landed to Dubai and I stayed for three days, my aunt calls me and she tells me, hey, we really need to pray. Your aunt is sick. We really need to pray that her result will come out positive. And I'm like, what? What is happening? And then she tells me, we really need to pray. So I started praying for my aunt. And then after 2 days, she calls me and she tells me, your aunt is sick. Your aunt is having leukemia. And I'm like, what? And then after that, after like two to 3 weeks, she's gone. So I didn't even come to her burial. And then I was like, so it still hurts me to death, knowing that I left Kenya, and I thought she was just having a headache, only for me to be told she had leukemia. It was so painful. It was not a good experience. So when I see information that are very important, like fasting will help to destroy cancerous cells in our body, I really look forward and do more research to know more about this cancer. Sometimes I even feel like, oh my goodness, what can we do? But the only thing we can do is talk to our God, and He's the only one who can do it for us. Because I think we as people, we have tried. We only need God to intervene. When He does that, when He intervenes for us, we will be saved, because He's the God of the impossible. He's the one who turns the impossible to be possible. So if we have faith in Him, and I really have faith in God, I really believe He's the God of the impossible. And I know He's going to turn this cancer monster to be nowhere to be seen in this world. Because I don't believe He's ready to destroy us like He did to Sodom and Gomorrah. No, He sent His Son, Jesus Christ, to save us. So the same way He sent His Son to save us, to shed His blood, His blood for our sake, He's also going to intervene for us about this cancer disease. I know He's going to do it for us, because He's a faithful and powerful God. He's the God who turns the impossible to be possible, and this cancer disease one day will be history. This cancer disease will be one day like AIDS. See, people are living with AIDS. They are living even for 10 years, 20 years, and they have AIDS and they're still surviving. So He's going to do it for us. I know God is going to do it for us. He's going to make this cancer disease disappear from our country and all over the world, because this disease is eating all, the rich and the poor. It's not choosing, it's taking everyone. But I know God will intervene for us, and He'll do one thing. He will speak that one word He spoke, and He saved His people. He's also going to speak that one word, and He's going to save us as His children. And we won't be dying of this disease called cancer. So, guys, let's learn more about. Oh, Zippy, sure. I didn't know even hot water and lemon and guava leaves helps to kill cancer cells. That's really good. I didn't know that. I'll be trying also those ones. I usually do hot lemon. I've never done guava leaves. I'll try and do the guava leaves. So we need to be cautious about this disease. But all I know, I think it's not more about what we are eating. It's more about, I don't know what to say. I don't know about what to say about this cancer. But they are saying when we fast, we are either by fasting, because the body will be using the stalled fat, and hence when it's used the stalled fat, it's going to help regenerate new cells, and also it's also going to repair your body cells. So when we fast, we're also benefiting by having that connection with our God. We connect with Him and let Him speak to us and tell us that one word we need to do, that one thing that we need to do, so that this disease can go away. We also need to take care of His creation, because if you're not taking care of His creation, you're also messing up our life. We need to take care of His creation. We need to take care of each other. We need to love one another. We need to do the right things, because nowadays we are sinning like it's just nothing. We just wake up and sin. Nowadays we don't even fear God. We need to fear God. Whenever you are working or whenever you are out there, ask yourself, am I doing the right thing, or am I hurting God's people? That's where we need to begin with. Sometimes we don't get this disease because we ought to get this disease. Sometimes we are getting this disease because sometimes we are treating God's people as if they are not human beings. We are not loving one another. You are the only one who is there hating each other. You're the only one who is doing evil for each other. And we expect God to intervene for us. Really, we need to really do our checkup, a personal checkup of ourselves, and know what we are doing wrong. We need to go back to God. We need to go back to doing the right thing. Even if we don't believe in God, your conscience is alive. Do the right thing at the right time. Treat people as you would like to be treated. Nowadays, we treat people like trash. We don't really appreciate human beings. We treat people badly. So we need to be very careful also how we are treating people. Stephanie, you will make my live stream to be banned because of those volumes. So we need to be very cautious about whatever we are doing and how we are treating people, because we need to be extra careful. It's time to go to bed. I don't know even why the TV is on. It's already 10. So guys, I'll also be leaving because it's already 10. I need to go to bed. So Although me, I can stay for a little bit longer. Yeah, we really need to respect and appreciate people. Sometimes we are getting these things because of the things that we are doing to others. We really need to look at ourselves deeper and ask yourself, am I doing the right thing? It's not about all about money, because all we care nowadays is all about money, all about getting rich. We don't care about people. We don't care about God's creation. We are too greedy. So kabisa, zipi unaambia kitu mtu anaona kama wewe ni kastachu. They don't appreciate, they don't even respect. We need to respect God creation. We need to do the right thing. Doing the right thing is very, very important. We need to do the right thing. We need to respect God's creation. And we need to love one another and believe in God. Hebu ndio uonyeshe anti kwenye takataka zinatupwa. So guys, I'll be leaving and go to bed. Tomorrow we are working us. Oh, tomorrow is Monday. We need to, but our Monday was today. Today we start our week on Sunday. We start working on Sunday. So guys, I'll be leaving. Let's do more fasting and more praying, so that God can intervene for our lives, so that God can turn this monster called cancer away from our lives, and so that He can have mercy on us. Nowadays we don't even respect God. We will go to church with certain clothes that are really not. Chukua mpaka hizo zimekuko. So we need to be very careful with also what we are doing. So guys, 1 minute, I'm coming. I'm talking to my viewers. guys, I'm back. I'll be going to bed now. So thank you guys for joining me. Have a good night and God bless you. Bye guys. Good night.